Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalom Titi. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm a medical doctor based in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and we do all things lifestyle, skincare, medicine, and faith here, and all of those good stuff. So if this is your first time, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and click on the post notification bell. So today I'm going to be sharing on how I lighted my underarm with tretinoin. Very interested in how that went about, whether I was worth it or not. Keep watching. Dark underarms is something that is more rampant and more popular, most especially among the black race. You find that we tend to struggle with dark underarms more, and that can be as a result of a wide range of factors, from chemical irritation due to using antiperspirants, most especially the ones that contain aluminium, can be as a result of metabolic conditions such as obesity, diabetes, Addison's disease. In obesity and diabetes, it displays itself as what we call acanthosis nigricans, and also the result of constant traumatic shaving can also darken your underarms or profuse sweating and wearing very tight fitted clothes, causing a lot of friction and rubbing on your underarms. My dark underarms are as a result of a combination of factors. The one that stands out most, which I feel like is most responsible for my dark underarms, were scars that were left following some skin infections I had in my underarms. So those left a lot of just dark patches and dark scars on my underarms after they had healed, that just stuck and refused to go. Added to it the fact that I was using a lot of antiperspirants and also constant shaving, so all of those just contributed. And as I grew, I became more body conscious or more self-aware of myself. That became something to worry about. After I started noticing that, and I decided that okay, I want to improve the look of my underarms, I decided to change up some things. Like I switched from antiperspirants to deodorants that do not contain aluminium. It said that aluminium darkens your underarms, so I switched from antiperspirants to deodorants, but that wasn't very sustainable because I sweat a lot. When I mean I sweat a lot, I sweat from every part of my body. I sweat in my hair. I sweat everywhere. So using just deodorant wasn't sustainable, wasn't something I was comfortable with, just because I kept worrying about smell. So at some point I would alternate, depending on how stressful I felt or how busy I felt that day would be, or I felt like I was sweat. So I still ended up going back to use antiperspirant. I also stopped shaving at some point and started waxing, and also started exfoliating my underarms to using chemical exfoliants that contain glycolic acid, lactic acid. Just started incorporating exfoliation also into the care of my underarms. And yes, those did help a bit. I saw some improvements, but it wasn't something that was very dramatic, and I wanted dramatic. So I saw some videos about people using tretinoin to lighten hyperpigmentation on their body. Before then, I was using tretinoin as prescribed by my dermatologist on my face to treat my acne. But then I decided, okay, let me try this out on my body, since tretinoin is a topical medication mainly used for acne, but it also functions to treat hyperpigmentation. It belongs to the family called retinoids and functions by increasing the skin cell turnover. So I was like, okay, let me use this tretinoid on my underarms and see if it actually works. So my experience with this tretinoid, okay, let me give a backstory. First off, I should have waxed my underarms before I started using the tretinoid, because nobody prepared me for what I experienced. I started using the tretinoin mostly only at night, in fact, because I would use my deodorant during the day and then use the tretinoin at night. And I was using it consecutively every day for about 1 week plus. And what I began to notice was that my underarms began to start feeling very sensitive to the antiperspirant I would use during the day. It began to sting. It started becoming reddish, peppery. if I applied anything, if I applied my exfoliant, if I applied anything, it began to become very sensitive. And then with time, it began to peel. Now, it's the peeling process that I wasn't prepared for. It stalled. It was like basically dead skin cells peeling off so that the new skin cells underneath would come up. That was what was happening. So in parts to peel off, I could see that the skin underneath was definitely brighter than the other parts that were yet to peel. And that whole peeling process was a lot. And because of it was peeling and it was peppery and my underarms became very sensitive, I couldn't even use deodorants or antiperspirants during the day. So I just ensured that I would wash my underarms, I would moisturize it. At night, I would moisturize a lot, use a lot of oils just to speed up the peeling and healing process. And during the day, I just used powder. So I wasn't really prepared for how it was going to happen. I didn't expect that much peeling, but there was a lot of peeling, and my underarms were just very sensitive and red. But eventually, after the whole peeling process, definitely the skin underneath, the skin that now became, was much more brighter than the skin that peeled off. One thing I would say is if you want to start this use of tretinoin on your underarms, be sure to wax, so you don't have to struggle with dealing with your hair amongst all of those peeling process. And just know that at some point you would have to stop using your deodorants or antiperspirants because you can't just use it alongside that peeling process because your underarms will be very, 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 very sensitive. So yeah, it did work, helping brighten my underarms, definitely. And after that whole process, I began to reduce my shaving. I try to wax more often, and when I can't wax, I shave. And even when I shave, I don't use it on dry skin. During the day, I use my deodorant, and at night, I use we call exfoliants like glycolic acid, lactic acid as my night deodorant. So that's how I try to switch up my underarm care since after that whole tretinoin treatment. But one thing I noticed is that yes, it did brighten my underarms. Dead skin cells peeled off and fresh new skin showed up. However, brightness wasn't permanent. I don't know how to explain it. My answer became a bit darkened, but not as it was before applying the tretinoid. So it's not like the underarms became like the way my face and my hands are, but it was definitely much more brighter than how it was before. Once in a while, throwing that tretinoin treatment just to help get rid of the dead skin cells and just help that rejuvenation and skin cycling process to help get rid of dead skin cells. So yes, I did see significant change, a significant difference you can see from the thumbnail. So yeah, that's my experience with tretinoin. Just a point to note, tretinoin is a prescription ingredient, so it's not just what you go and you start using without your dermatologist prescribing. And you should also be very, very much aware of the side effects that comes with it, such as the dryness, the flakiness, the stinging, the increased sensitivity. And also, it's not an ingredient to use while pregnant. So take note of that. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment, guys. Tell me, is this something you want to try? Is this something you have tried before? And how was your experience? Till next time, guys.